Let me start off by thanking everybody that attended the night class from all over the
Hi, I don't know if my
United
mic's working.
States.
Did you hear?
As you see,
Can you hear me?
people are coming in
Hi,
as
my
we
name's
speak.
Laurel. I'm from Tampa, and I didn't key up to say hi yet because I'm trying to get another person in the who owns the organization I'm consulting with to get access for. Do you know how to help with that? I think she sent you a private message.
So we made it. Give me some feedback. What did you think? Anybody jump on in. Did you learn anything?
All right, good evening. Yes, I did. This is Sharonda, founder of We Cope here in Jacksonville, Florida. And this is very comprehensive. And what I love is that, when it comes to nonprofit, I'm a little over a year old. But I've worked in the nonprofit sector for over 13 years. And so I've kind of seen how other people have done it. But some of the real deep um, things to consider, especially when you're doing proposals and everything, I didn't consider what you have mentioned today. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. I did have a question, however, about that with everything that's changing in the administration. Um, what would be ideal, and this can be tabled if it needed to be to get everybody's feedback. What would be ideal for um, sharing out when you're doing reporting if there has been a drastic change on how things were going in your target populations, for instance? If you were working with the Hispanic community and because of everything that's going on with ICE and everything that's going on in immigration, you've dropped significantly in participation. How would you be able to support that reporting information to the funder so that you're still in compliance or that you can justify why things kind of went left?
Well, one way you do it is to do online classes where they can't come and get people. And that way people won't be afraid to come to your operation. Nonprofits have to be adaptable according to the time. We know what we're going through. Nonprofits that are adaptable are able to find a way to get there. Now, let me say another thing, folks, because you do know that the federal government is reducing funds substantially, which means the state and the local. But one of the things that you should learn from this class is that foundations and corporations, over 10,000, get funds every day. And we talked earlier about how do you connect to those funds related to national funding. So while you might be losing federal funding, foundations is going to step up to the plate to get funding for anything that you are trying to do. Next question, and thank you, man. Appreciate your input.
So can you go over again the foundations and corporations, or where we might be able to find the information that has foundations and corporations that give to nonprofits?
Okay, when you get this PowerPoint presentation, the only thing you have to type in is Foundation Corporation. And if you type in Foundation Corporation, it's going to take you to the nonprofit center. As a matter of fact, folks, you know what I'm going to do as a bonus for all of you that drop your email in the chat box? I'm going to send you the link to all of those different types of entities that's providing like a clearinghouse for grants. The Foundation Center, grants.com, all of those, I'll send you a link to tap into them. Now, if you are not able to afford it because they charge you for that, guess what, folks? You can go to any public library and they will let you use that Foundation Center to search for grants. I'm telling you now, I've literally worked with organizations all over the United States And I'm talking about to date. When I go all the way back to where I begun at, I've been able successfully to work with them to get over $65 million using different types of strategies. Nonprofits that come my way and come under my umbrella see a substantial increase not only in funding, but sustainability and infrastructure. We teach nonprofits how to compete against the elite nonprofits. You know what I'm talking about. Those nonprofits have been around forever, but yet they're not doing anything of substantial because they become lazy because they know the fund is going to come to them. What we prepare you to do is connect, is to be able to compete against those funders. I've gotten calls from big nonprofits saying, Mike, would you please stop? Because now we have to work harder because these new nonprofits that's coming up on you, they understand how to build infrastructure in order to go after money. And the one thing that I want you to learn from this class, if you don't learn anything else, do not be addicted to grants. Grants will be the seed money to get you to start your own non-profit business. Let me give you an example. You got a youth organization. Well, that youth organization now is going to do a t-shirt shop where young people want to sell t-shirts or ice cream or anything like that. Whatever your vision is, you can create a profit. You can create a earned income strategy to bring income. Because if you only depend on grant folks, and this has been the practice so long, you're seeing what's happening right now. When was the first time we saw it? During the pandemic. Remember all those nonprofits that went under? And now we're seeing it again with the current administration and other corporations that are giving less. But you can still get the bag, the money, if you know how to go after it. Let me tell you something. Most of the nonprofits that's been around for a long time don't have half of the information that we went over tonight. I've had grant writers that seasoned grant writers and tell me they wouldn't have counted us to take grant writing, and it doesn't even touch what I'm teaching because I come from that background with over 35 years in the nonprofit world. That being said, who's next? Give me some input. Give me some insight.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tiffany Gamble. I run a nonprofit, Emerging Ladies Academy. We empower Black girls in technology through after-school programs, and we provide tech workshops. So I've been doing this for.
Hold on 1 second. Where are you from?
I am from Omaha, Nebraska. Well, I live in Omaha, Nebraska, but we do work globally. So we do have a chapter in Ghana, West Africa. My question, first of all, I want to commend you for this presentation. It was great. I had to learn the hard way. So thank you for the links because I was getting ready to say they cost, Grant Station, those type of platforms do cost, but thank you for letting us know we can go to the library. My question is.
And hold on 1 second. You can also write a grant to get Grant Station and the Foundation Center. As well, you can actually write a grant because it is a cost associated. But if you write a grant saying I'm a small nonprofit and we're trying to increase our grant capacity, we know that, for example, Foundation Center has a reputation of providing tens of thousands of support. So we're asking for the first year operation. You can do it that way too if you don't want to go to the library.
I do want to just encourage people that are like young nonprofits, just to start with your works, start small and be consistent. They're looking for consistency, and you can build along the way. That capacity building, there's a lot of different programs for capacity building. It may be 5,000, it may be 10,000, or they may just pay for technical assistance, and that's one with the grants. So stay encouraged is what I want to just tell you. But my question is, when it comes to, I serve Black girls, Black women, Black girls. How do I now try to pivot I'm trying not to rely solely on grants, but how does that? I'm trying to focus on Black-owned companies, right? Organ or businesses that still believe in DEI, like the Costco's, you know. But how
A
can
lot
we?
of them do.
How,
Contract
how,
to proper belief. There's a lot of money still out there. And that's what this class teaches you. Is that, hey, it's a whole lot of money. As a matter of fact, most people that go online and look for grant is only able to tap in 1.2% of grants. Whereas if they go to a grant station or a foundation center, their level of funding is insane. So I'm sorry. So continue.
just how do I tap into international funding?
Well, you can tap into international funding. I'm gonna send you a site as well to that. As a matter of fact,
Okay.
the Foundation Center connects you to global nonprofit that's
Good.
giving money. The only concern is, and I work with nonprofits from around the world, including Africa, the Hispanic countries and things of that nature. You have to make sure you check in with the government before you come in. Because what would happen, you go in, you raise all that money, and guess who's going to take all that money? The government.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
make sure,
I've had
clear understanding of the lay of the land.
yeah. Thank you
Yes,
so much
that thing,
for that.
anybody else, come on, jump in. Look, you normally have to pay me $125 an hour, and I'm giving you an opportunity to do this for free. Any other questions?
Yes, how you doing today? Hello, everyone. My name is Raquel Tate. I am very new to the nonprofit. I just came up with me really succeeding my dream last year. Is GC Magnolia
To
Guardians.
say where you from?
Yes, I'm from Houston, Texas. GC Magnolia Guardians Foundation is the name of the nonprofit I just founded. And I'm starting from the bottom and I'm just trying to make sure, like, when it comes to funding, I'm out in the community and I'm trying to make sure that I'm going in the right direction. You was kind of going fast with your slideshows, and on one of them when you said about the I think I missed slideshow number 2. Let me just go back to it. I wanted to make sure, see if you could go back to it, but I really wanted to know, like, how do you feel like I need to go as far as like starting off all the way from the bottom? Like, I still have to get my 501c3, and thank you for telling me like the things that I really need to start off with, because I am learning it as I'm going, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way. That's why I joined the class with you, so I can make sure I'm going in the right
Make sure
direction.
you email me so I can work with you and putting together your paperwork for your nonprofit. And anybody else here that's going to start a nonprofit, email me. I definitely will give you a affordable discount because you attended this particular class. Look, I started working with nonprofits that was bringing in no income. That's getting started. And by the time
I have no income.
they
I'm
was
a
bringing in
stay-at-home mom.
1,500, 200,000, a million and beyond. That's what we're able to do, from the startup nonprofits to the nonprofit that's been around for a while. No matter what your size, we can scale you up as a nonprofit. Anybody else, come on, jump in. Tell us what state you're from and represent your organization. Because again, this is going to be going live, and you're going to have funders that's going to be interested in giving some money out. Even before you get started, load on up there, sell your nonprofit. This is called Marketing 101. Next.
Well, this is Katisha Sutton again. I wanted to ask, for a person who is going to be offering housing and supportive services for persons who are going to be going into income assisted housing, where might you start there with that market?
I'd get a lot of money where they downsizing. And then you got foundations and corporations that give specific money for transitional housing, affordable housing and special use housing. So that's definitely where you would want to start. But you want to make sure, and I can't overemphasize this, that you're going through the stage 1, stage 2 to stage 3. So your nonprofit is positioned to go after those dollars. And yes, you can get dollars for housing as well as support service like jobs, substance abuse, mental health, and all of those things like that.
Okay.
Next. Everybody good?
Okay, I have one more question. I'm sorry. So my
This is your
nonprofit is
opportunity to
about
get all the stuff free.
yes. So my nonprofit is about children that has been sexual abused, raped, molested, sex trafficking and stuff like that. So I'm working on giving them lifelong skills that'll help them forever. So I was just wondering, like, where do you feel like I need to like start as far as like events and foundations? Like, how do you feel like, and do you feel like I need to go to the government and get them to help me fund, like, not the government, but like the state, the city, or something like that? Do you feel like I need to like go through them?
The hardest funds that you can get is government funds. Even before the Trump administration, even before this madness, because they're so restricted. You don't want to go to government until you've gotten grants from foundations and corporations. These are the easy grants to go for, and they're willing to give money to a startup nonprofit. Whereas when you get to the government, they want you to have all of your I's and your T's crossed, and they want you to show that you was able to receive money and you did everything that you're supposed to do. Now, for those of you that's remaining, hit me up. I can do a maybe 15 minutes consulting thing for free for you and your nonprofit. But definitely hit me up if you want to take it to the next level. So when I tell you that there are all kind of possibilities out there, I'm saying it from the perspective of a 35 years experience. All of my experience has been in the nonprofit sector. As a matter of fact, the reason why I started the Center for Nonprofit Development, because I understood that there's a lot of nonprofits out there that want to do good, but the training necessary for them to do that has only been given to those individuals that's part of the elite that's been around forever. This all changing with this initiative here. Anything else, folks, before we roll up?
Hey, this is Katisha Sutton one more time. I wanted to say Raquel Tate, she can reach out to me. I have some trainings that could be used for life skills and interview skills. We may be able to partner and do workshops.
Can you please send me your email, please? Both of you got, how can we email you? And Kanisha, please send your email. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna email you.
Putting it in the chat right now.
Email in the chat so she can get your email. And
yes, I did.
So, Mr. Michael, I did want to share with Miss Katisha and Miss Raquel. One was talking about affordable housing. So I would say that if you're already kind of have that background in things, it's always great to work with your housing authority that's in your community. But then also the other income-based housing, because it can kind of give you an idea of what the residents needed prior to finding housing, and just put you in a really good space. You know, I've been working in affordable housing for the last 13 years, so that's what's making me a lot more successful in my nonprofit.
Yeah, I've been in it for a minute too.
Well, Sharonda, will you put your information in the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 second. It's so important that what she's saying this now. If you're into affordable housing, make sure you connect to the local housing authority. They have a large amount of resources and can partner with you as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, definitely, if you're in that the housing authority, the housing authority here in Tampa, it's a Tampa housing authority, but you have housing authorities that's all over the place that needs to partner with individuals. Because let me be quite candid, folks, we're in a crisis now when it comes to affordable housing. And that's you. And that's you, the people here. Step up to the plate. Start
Yes.
your nonprofit and bring in those resources. A lot of people are going to be homeless.
Absolutely.
See, folks, you are the solution to the problem. It's nonprofits. That's why I love working with nonprofits from all over the country. At one point, we've had over 65 people to come through this class right here. A lot of them couldn't stay. As you can see, you're the soldiers. They came in, they peeped in and said too much. But I told them, I said, this is going to be an intense workshop. And if you make it to the end, I know you're serious. So, that being said, I have been up all day. I want to try to, get a nap because I got classes that are going to be going on tomorrow and Saturday. But everybody, drop your email so I can hit you up with this video, and then I can give you some pointers on where you want to go with your nonprofit. But understand this, you're at the right place. We are a one-stop center that deals with starting your nonprofit to get you to grow once you get that nonprofit started. And especially working with you and getting a nonprofit business started so you can bring in earned income. Because if you only depend on rents, again, you see what's happening now with the reduction in federal dollars. And you see what happened during COVID and what happened. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to stop depending on rents, because that can be like cocaine. And once you can't get it, you close up. Okay? So definitely I'm going to emphasize rents are important, but rents should only be the seed money before you get money to start your own business for sustainability. So that being said, I want to thank everybody for attending tonight's class.